Hangout. Now maybe you can check this though on Archmage's Falagard just to make sure. It does say live on the corner, so maybe if you could check that, please. Yeah.
I will do so, sir.
Okay. Cool.
On my screen, it's we got live now.
It says live, right? Yeah. So
Correct.
it's like.
Yep.
It's okay. Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what I must have been doing something wrong yesterday.
Okay.
Looks like it's working.
Yeah.
I recorded everything through the OBS yesterday.
Okay.
Live.
I think this way is better. Okay, hold on here. Maybe
Put a light on here.
let me go ahead and close that.
That's a little better.
I was getting some lag from Roger's end. I didn't know if that was him or my iPad.
Everything seems to be okay. I see Roger perfectly fine, but let me see. Start talking so it goes to you. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Sorry about that. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah, on your side is a little lag. You don't have a computer?
Your pad, your iPad.
My iPad, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I see you talk when you talk, but it's choppy.
Okay. Yeah, and it's a little pixelated.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's, you don't have a computer to go on, or?
I don't have a webcam or anything like that. It was either this or my phone that I've done before.
But you have a computer, right?
Computer.
Is there a way to hook up your iPad to your computer and then just use your iPad like the camera? Can that be done, or is it not possible?
Test.
Like how you're doing this right now, how we can see you. So it's essentially like a camera. Couldn't you hook it up to your computer and it'll be better? I don't know how that works, but
I could try. I have no idea how I'd be able to do that.
Yeah, if you don't have an actual webcam on your computer, I don't think you can, because you're using your tablet, right, Eric?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, which has a webcam on there.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Now, do you have a laptop, Eric, or a full PC?
I have a full PC.
And it doesn't have the separate thing?
No.
Okay, that's why, yeah.
Since you have a PC, you should get Steam.
If you want, I could always sign out here and then come back on my phone, because my phone has always worked fine. It's just, I don't know how the audio will be compared to my iPad.
Oh, no. This is still perfectly fine, because we can still see you. Yeah, and we can hear you real good. I prefer it like that.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah. But have you thought about getting Steam for your computer, since you have you just said you had like a full PC? Is it up to date?
Honestly, I am so computer illiterate. I could not tell you where I am with that.
Okay. Oh.
I have a bunch of friends, and they're the ones that do all my computer stuff for me.
Okay. Oh, too bad. Well, what I say is try it. Download the Steam and look at some of the more, doesn't have to be too graphic intensive. Maybe some roguelike. Start off with those and see how you like those. If those work out good, yeah. And then and then we can add each other on Steam, because Roger has it. Donstar has it. Yeah, Garrett has it, so it'll be good.
Okay, I just wrote myself a little note to check that out.
Okay. Okay. Well, the title of this is wrong. Okay, because when I made this, I made it already. I thought I was going to make it, set it up so I can just send the link. But it was before you said it was going to be like Halloween related. So I called it Netflix and gaming, but we don't have to talk about that. We'll talk Halloween stuff. So
whatever you want, sir. It does not matter to me.
Okay, it's always random anyways what we talk about, so.
Yeah,
you are the host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right, so Halloween, what have you guys been watching, any Halloween films, or?
I haven't started to jump in here. I was going to do a B-movie thing, which I may still do. I mean, this is just the second. And just talk about B movies, big bug eye monster movies and stuff like that. Because I've seen all the slasher films. All last year I did that. Eric's been watching my channel to this day, still going through the 31 days. And you want to hear something really ridiculous about YouTube, which I don't understand. Herschel Gordon Lewis passed away a couple days ago. One of my 31 Days of Halloween movies was The Wizard of Gore, which was a movie of his. It was fine through the entire year. Herschel Gordon Lewis passes. All of a sudden, I get a copyright strike saying it says this video cannot be shown in certain countries. I clicked on that link. It said worldwide. It cannot be shown. But ads will appear on it. So I'm like, well, if nobody can watch it, what are you telling me ads are going to be on there? It just didn't make any sense. And I understand maybe his estate, put the call out that now that everything's going to be copywritten, which is fine. But I just ended up deleting the entire video. I said, screw it. If nobody can see it, why keep it up there? But it just doesn't make sense.
Totally understandable. Now, YouTube lately has just been real screwy with their copyright. I mean, Sammy's seen some of my cartoon commentaries.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've gotten some flags, and they say that it contains copyrighted material, but they'll keep my video up.
Yep.
Monetize. The person doing the flag can monetize from it. And me personally, I would rather my stuff get seen. I don't really care if it doesn't get monetized.
Right.
But the problem is it's so random. There's been my popular ones like He-Man, of course, is getting flagged, and like She-Ra, and like the main ones. But there's some random ones I did when I first started. There's no copyright strike or nothing. So it's just so weird.
Yeah, with Zach's channel, his last video where he was talking about that, how he would have 3 parts of his review of Phantom Menace, and 2 of the parts would get copyright stricken, but one of them wouldn't. And it's like, well, what's the difference? I'm showing scenes of the movie in all 3 videos. So, it's from what I've understand with YouTube, it is all a computer thing. They trace the imaging, they listen to the audio and trace that, and then they just do it. And there's no one you can call, there's no one you can talk to, no tech person to explain. You get a chance to try to fight for it and prove. That happened with one of my theater videos that I did years ago. I threw it up there, and it was a stage play that I wrote, and it got a copyright strike. So I actually wrote to them saying, look, I wrote this. This is an original piece. How can you copyright it? I'm the copyright. I'm the person that created this. And then they lifted the strike. So it's weird how, and you're right, recently YouTube has been doing that a lot lately. But anyway,
real quickly, can you, Roger? Did you check my channel to make sure that this is live? Or
yes. Oh yeah, you are live.
It is live.
It says live in the little corner right there. That's live.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure, but that it's not just saying that, but it actually is. And you looked and you saw it, right? You looked at my channel. It says okay. Yep. Because sometimes that. Okay.
It is live. We are not memorized.
I've had that problem with YouTube before. They actually blocked another one of my commentary videos, and they said it was just like what you said, Roger. It was blocked in certain countries, and it gave me the chance to appeal. And I just typed in, I said, I'm making no money from this. I will not monetize it. I am not stealing it for personal gain. It's just a review. And 2 days later, I don't know if it was just random or someone actually freaking read the thing, they unblocked it, but they just said I can't monetize.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'd rather, like I said, have my videos up there than, and not monetize it than just have, my commentaries are like a half-hour long video. So I'd rather not have that go to waste,
Right. Well, it's like Zach was saying too. And what I responded to him, And I have at least 20, possibly more videos that are like that, where they're like, well, you're not going to get any money for it, but we're going to leave the video up and it's fine. And I'd rather they do that than just take it down right just instantly and not give you a chance to, like I said in
bad, so I apologize, guys.
What?
I don't know.
Did you freeze?
Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay.
You're back?
Okay. You know
Can
what?
you hear us or no?
Did you try plugging it in? Perhaps if you plug it. Or is it charged? Uh-oh.
Maybe he's not hearing us. Oh, there he goes.
No.
Icon.
Oh.
So, but yeah, YouTube's been weird lately. And I've seen that with other channels, like popular channels that have thousands of viewers and stuff. And they're upset by it because they're the ones that are making money. That's their living.
Yes.
And we're working and just putting it up there and trying to make a couple pennies every month.
Yes.
And they're bugging us too. It's something Zach also said too. It's like we're talking about the movies. We're promoting their movie. We're giving them a good review. Why would you want to take that down? It doesn't make any sense.
You're promoting whatever it is you are showcasing. So
Eric, are you on your phone now?
Yeah, everything froze up, so I decided that this might be the better route. Can you see and hear?
Okay. Yeah, your audio.
I can hear you still perfect. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. It's almost even better, the audio.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll just do it like this if this is cool.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Awesome.
You need a little phone stand. Oh, there you go. You let go of it.
Yep.
No, I was just saying that, like Zach said, he's promoting the movie. And you even mentioned if it's something that nobody's ever seen, one of those cartoons, by watching your video, they might want to go out and buy that series or buy that, watch that cartoon. And for them to just take it down, it's like I'm giving you promotion and you're just taking it down from me. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And what's really crazy, like with me, like my situations, my commentaries, I'm recording straight off of YouTube itself. So how am I, how are they?
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. So
yes,
copywritten material is already up there by someone else, but now I'm getting the strike, but they're not. It makes absolutely no damn sense.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So anyway, let's go back on topic. Even though this is Netflix and games, horror movies.
Horror movies is what we're talking. If I could have, if I could change the title, I would have.
Well, you could change it afterwards, can't you?
Yeah. Afterwards, I'll change it to Halloween horror.
And then I'm surprised you didn't put this on your Falagar as opposed to your gaming channel.
It's because I'm uploading at the same time on.
Oh, okay.
If I switch off, it's gonna.
Okay. Well, you can upload to both, just like you do with Jerry G's or Gary G's. Is it Gary or Jerry? I'm always confused with her.
Gary.
It is Gary G.
Not quite Gary and not quite Jay, just Gary.
We're talking the girl from
Bulgaria, the beautiful Bulgarian queen. Yes.
Yes. Oh, she's wonderful. She's wonderful.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if it was Jerry G or Gary G.
Well, it's like somewhere in between what you just said. Not quite Gary, but Gary.
Gary.
It's
like it's like when you say gyro. It's not gyro or gyro. It's gyro.
Yes.
Okay.
Gary.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, horror movies. Eric, Sammy, Eric, I probably know what you're going to be watching most of the October.
Actually, me and Rachel, my wife, you guys both know her. We've decided this year, because usually every year we pick a series, and we'll, like Halloween 1 through 8 or whatever. This time we've kind of gotten sick of that idea. We're gonna do random shit. So I think tonight we're gonna watch Ghost Ship. And then
good movie.
A couple days we'll watch Wrong Turn, and just random stuff like that.
Yes.
After a while, as much as I love those, Halloween, Friday the 13th, you watch them all the time. It just kind of gets
Yeah.
It's old. And, you know, I absolutely love Ghost Ship. It's so much fun. We haven't seen it in a long time. So this is like the perfect time to watch these random horror movies. Like Stay Alive is another fun one. The
Yeah,
Frighteners.
Stay Alive. Like
We will
that.
go
Yeah.
we never think of. And now since it's October, we're like, let's get some horror that we haven't seen in a while that isn't on every freaking channel, you know?
That's kind of
Yes.
like what I did last year. That's why it was so eclectic, so different. The movies. Sometimes there were an old black and white one. Sometimes there was some British, zombie film of the guy in the bathroom. It was stuff different other than like you said. You usually watch all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. You watch all the Halloweens, and so I love those movies, and those are staples for Halloween. So I saved those for like the last week.
Yeah.
I'll watch Halloween one day, Nightmare on Elm Street one day, Texas Chainsaw one day. But yeah, throughout the month, I wanted to mix it up and just throw all kind of crazy stuff in there. And that's also a good way to, like you said, revisit movies you haven't seen in a long time, or just watch horror movies you've never seen.
Yeah.
So
I still have upstairs. I haven't watched it because it's John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
oh
Mm.
yes.
And Carpenter's hit and miss with me. But the thing with Carpenter is a lot of his stuff it's a slow build up. Like They Live is a very slow build up.
Yep.
Prince of Darkness was a very slow build up, and I think we weren't in the right mood. So it's been sitting in our bedroom for a couple months. I'm giving this the perfect opportunity to watch a horror movie that I've never seen.
Mm.
Are you familiar with his End of the World trilogy?
I know it's Prince of Darkness. I love The Thing.
Yep.
And I've watched it 3 or 4 times, and I still don't understand what the hell's going on in the Mouth of Madness.
Wow. See that? I love The Thing. In the Mouth would be my second, and then Prince of Darkness would be underneath. I don't know. There's something just really Lovecraftian and very creepy and eerie and nightmarish about In the Mouth of Madness. I love how it ends with him in the theater and the book becoming the life becoming the book that becomes the movie. I really like that aspect of it. Just like with Prince of Darkness, which you've probably seen, the dreams everybody have of the image of the character in the doorway of the church. And a great little End of the World trilogy. And we can't, The Thing, of course, is classic,
Yeah.
Sammy, what about you? What are you planning on watching this month?
Well, I already watched, of course, and I have my review up for it.
Yes.
Okay. Night of the Demons 2.
Never seen 2. I've seen 1, and I love 1. So
you'll love 2.
I might end up watching that.
Yeah, you must see this one.
I prefer 2 over 1.
Really? You do? Huh?
I prefer 2 over 1. And I really enjoyed the remake, too. Me and Sammy talked about that a little bit.
Yes. They
Is
did
that
lipstick
the one with Edward Furlong?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure who else is
Monica.
in it. Oh, you said Monica. Okay. Who was she in that film, though?
Monica Keena, she is the other female lead. The one that survives the end with Furlong.
Okay, the blonde one. Okay.
And Freddy versus Jason. That's the only other horror movie.
Jason.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, Sam, you were talking earlier in the chat that we belong to about Nemesis. Who's the actress you were talking about that's in that?
Merle Kennedy. Yes, she's in here now. Yeah, you may not think she's like hot or anything when you see her.
Oh,
here.
I do. I do. You have not seen Nemesis where the guy carries her and you just see, excuse me, ladies, butt cheeks all over the place.
Oh, I have not seen Nemesis, but I just was skipping around looking for her, and I saw she was like in a type of bikini type thing, and kind of like the short hair.
Short shorts, and that's a great movie on its own. I mean, it's about like robots and pseudo apocalyptic futuristic.
Okay.
And the action is over the top. It's really great. It's got Leon from Blade Runner. Brian, what is his name?
Brian Brown, not Brian Brown, Brian James or something like that. Or
Brian James, and it's got Tim Thomerson, who was in a lot of the
Tim Thomerson.
movies.
Doll Man and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Doll
Get
Man.
started on Xena.
And Trancers. Yep. Even had a small part in the Bat Creature trying to find his son. They made too much. Jeepers Creepers. He's in the second one of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He plays his father trying to find his son in the sequel to Jeepers Creepers, which I heard they're doing a third part.
Yes, which would take us back to the first. Yeah, it'll pick up where the sister was the survivor of the first one, so it picks up with her, and she got a kid her own, and
Yeah. But no, Nemesis is definitely worth searching out. There's not a good copy. I think the only available version is a pan and scan DVD. Yeah, they did not remaster it, but it's a great movie. It really, and some beautiful women in there, some beautiful actresses.
There is a UK Blu-ray of it, but you have to have region free. Yeah. But remember I told you my thing is region free, but like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it just suddenly reverted back to region A.
That movie is directed by Albert Pine or Albert Pine.
Pion. Did Captain America Sword and the Sorcerer.
Right. And he also did this movie with Ice-T called Mean Guns, where he brings all these villains into a prison and they have to kill each other, and the last survivor wins all this money. One of my favorite movies. But I'm a friend of his on Facebook. You can actually friend him on Facebook. He is slowly remastering his own old films and releasing them in the full widescreen. He'll autograph the thing for you. So you should look into that. I believe he was working on Nemesis when I got the Mean Guns.
That is good.
But he was recently working on Nemesis, so maybe you can search it out over there. Look him up on Facebook, and then I believe he also has a website where he sells it from. But because the studios, kind of took control of his stuff. He also actually did a sequel to Streets of Fire. Have you ever seen Streets of Fire, the Walter Hill film with Willem Dafoe and Diane Lane?
Diane Lane. Okay.
He did a unofficial sequel to that movie where he got Michael Pare back and reprising the roles. Deborah Vandenkamp or whatever her name is. Anyway, Sammy, I'm talking over you. What other movies on Halloween?
Well, probably.
I tend to do that.
Oh no! I absolutely love it. I'll probably hit stuff like
Shut up.
Some Corman stuff, Humanoids from the Deep.
Okay.
I got the original, from the Corman line.
Yeah.
And I also saw the remake. I think it was like in 90 something, like 90.
Yeah, I did not like those remakes.
Okay, I thought that one remake I saw was okay. They remade nothing like the first, but.
No, they remade one of my favorite. I believe that was that like an HBO or Showtime or something series that they did where they took like How to Make a Monster and all these different horror movies. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Monster Squad.
Well, Monster Squad. No, I'm thinking of something else. But anyway. One of my favorite movies is called How to Make a Monster, which was a B movie from back in the 50s. And before that movie was made, they had I Was a Teenage Werewolf and I Was a Teenage Frankenstein. And in How to Make a Monster, the movie centered around the makeup guy who made those actors up as those creatures, Teenage Frankenstein, and he would hypnotize them to go out and kill people from the movie studio because he knew the studio was going to fire him as the makeup artist. They remade that in the 90s, I think, along with the one you're talking about. And I thought the perfect casting should have been Tom Savini. Mm-hmm. They really should have got Savini in there and did a pseudo Jason, characters he did, and then have those characters kill the people in the movie studios. But they didn't. They went a whole nother way with it. But yeah, a Roger Corman Cinema or something like that. I believe it was they did like 5 or 6 movies remakes of the old Corman films.
Mm.
But those are great. Roger Corman films are great.
Oh yes, I still got to get Death Race 2000, and I still got to get I think it's called Rock and Roll High School or something. Yeah, Death Race 2000, Frankenstein, and I forgot Sylvester Stallone's name.
Yep.
And hey, okay,
Malik.
Here we go, Malik X.
Yes. You know, speaking of Death Race, have you seen the remake?
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that,
it.
but
yeah,
it was fun action. It was different, of course, for the other one.
Yeah.
You get points.
Hey guys, what's up?
Sure. Hey Malik.
Hey, greetings.
How you doing, Sam? Glad you're back.
Thank you, my friend.
Yes.
Glad to be on with you guys again. Yes, sir.
Not to bring anything up, but we're very glad you're back, Sam.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you. I wanted to say too. A lot of you probably know it. Chopping Mall. Okay.
Oh, I love Chopping Mall.
I have my DVD here that is part of some like an APAC thing, but I'm not gonna watch that one again. I'm gonna wait until I get. I think it's by Signature Collectors.
Yeah.
The new thing.
They just remastered it.
Yeah, and also they're bringing out Brian Yuzna Return of the Living Dead 3. Okay.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, those are the two big ones. Oh, will it be uncut? God willing, because
I hope it's going to be uncut.
Yeah, it was VHS, and it was the only way to get the uncut thing. And there were things in there like the thing
when
where
she bites the guy's lip, and pulls it away.
You see it.
That was all cut off. There was a lot.
Cut out. I didn't like that.
Her piercing herself, and
the piercing was even more. And when they first experimented on that first zombie, and it came to. That whole thing when the other guy came out, you could see the brain matter and the blood flowing from the open. You miss out on all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I'll say this. Talking of Chopping Mall has probably got my favorite head exploding scene.
Yes. Yes.
So good.
Are you talking about that gorgeous blonde? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't she in Night of the Comet? Wasn't what's her name? Heather or something, I think. I thought she
Heather
was
Graham.
in.
No, I'm just joking.
No, not Heather Graham.
No, I know.
But anyway, the concept of Chopping Mall, since we're talking about that, I'm surprised nobody's remade that yet.
There was going to be, and then they didn't do it.
Was there?
In recent, that's going to be remade.
Yeah, I mean that could be a big budget.
Yeah.
Gore fest, like Turbo Kid or something.
Oof.
Just really make it cool and interesting with different robotics, around the mall and
make it take place in the 80s.
I had so much fun with Chopping Mall. I was cheering the whole time I was watching this.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Dick Miller and his horror cameos. I love every time I see Dick Miller. But yeah, Chopping Mall is probably the most fun. I mean, I honestly, the first time I saw Chopping Mall was like the first time in the last 4 or 5 years. I'd never seen it before.
Wow.
And
Me too.
I had so much fun watching this film. This is why I love 80s horror,
Yes.
It's a great beer and pizza movie. It was one of those 80s horror films that didn't take itself real seriously. It was, it was like Night of the Comet or Return of the Living Dead. There was a humor to it. Mm-hmm. And you had those great babes in there, and you had
Kelly Maroney.
Kelly Maroney, that's who I was thinking of. Not Heather. You had the gore scenes that were great. You had the cheesy special effects, there's like a handful, maybe 2 handfuls of movies from the 80s that are just so great and just feel, sorority babes in a slime ball bowl-orama. Yeah.
You see that based on the title alone. I want to see that so bad.
Linnea Quigley. Yeah.
And John Treleski had that great scene, if you know what I'm talking about. That bed scene, the showroom bed.
Oh, the showroom. Yeah.
Oh,
good stuff. Malik, if you're still there, we're talking about movies we're probably going to be watching over October. Are there any horror movies you're looking forward to revisiting or watching for the first time?
Malik?
Maybe he's not there.
Uh-oh. Okay. Malik?
Well,
oh, he went away. Okay.
He's gone away.
Here's something, guys.
Sure. Yeah.
bringing up a movie. We just got back from the grocery store and I found it in like the bargain bin or whatever. And it's a horror movie that I'm gonna have to watch alone because my wife refuses to watch it.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Not yet. It's the gore factor. David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Oh, she won't watch
Okay.
that?
Malik will be back. He messed up his speakers, so he'll be back.
That is a beautiful love story. I'll
The,
say
the
that.
Fog, you said?
No, The Fly.
Oh, The Fly. Such a good one.
Cronenberg's The Fly
Yes.
with Jeff Goldblum in it.
Both of them,
It
too.
is-
The Eric Stoltz one. Yeah, both.
And that one too. But the first one is such a wonderful love story. Let me just tell you that.
Roger and I have talked about it, in just like personal chats.
Wow.
That got one of the most sad endings ever.
Yes.
This is where, after Jeff Goldblum has mutated and everything, he's just
Spoilers.
I'm like 86, okay?
I know.
But just the end where he's mutated and he's done all these bad things, and that last shot of him with the shotgun, it's just so
Yes.
Yeah.
sad. It's like,
Yeah.
plus it still tugs at you. I mean, it's funny saying that, watching a gore film like The Fly, but I'm like, shit, wow, it went that direction, and it worked.
Yes.
He puts the gun to his head. She's crying when she does it, and then it just.
Yep.
ends. And see, that's what I like about Cronenberg, too, because Cronenberg, he's real good with I think the term is like medical horror, because a lot of
Yep.
Medical horror. Yeah.
Body horror. Body horror.
Yes. Because what's that other one he's got? That the one with the TV. Videodrome.
Videodrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got the weird thing, and then the episode he directed on Friday the 13th, the series. That. He directed an episode. You've seen that series, Friday the 13th, the series? Okay, well, there's an episode with there's a what do you call that thing you put in your ear so you can hear better? A hearing aid, and it allows you to, like, you can read people's mind, like what they think when you put it in your ear.
Yeah.
And he directed that one, and that had some of his similar kind of thing with the medical stuff as you talk about. So
He
yeah,
does a
he's
lot
got
of he does a lot of medical body horror type movies.
medical body.
One of them, which is hard to watch for a lot of people, is called Crash, and not to be confused with the other Crash movie that came out. It's about people. It's about people who get turned on sexually by their wounds, by car accidents and scars. Yeah. And then one of my favorites, which Criterion Collection actually released on DVD, I don't know if it's on Blu-ray yet anywhere, called Dead Ringers, where it's Jeremy Irons plays twins, and they're both gynecologists, and they're experimenting on women's parts, as it were. Very, very. Some of his stuff is very tough to watch.
Existence.
Existence is another one. Yeah, with the hole in the body that sucks the thing in, and the gun made out of chicken or whatever bones they were.
I think was it Existence the one, or was it Videodrome where it was like a Manchurian Candidate type? I think it was Videodrome where it was James Woods, his mind control to kill. Yeah,
right.
Okay.
He had the gun in his stomach. He would reach in his stomach and pull the gun out. The flesh gun that was on his hand. Yeah. Great. Again, 80s. Great 80s.
I wanted to bring up with The Fly, and in The Fly too, what I noticed was notice how I think her name is Daphne Zanuga, and how she almost looks kind of similar to Gina Davis, and they have kind of like a similar kind of sex scene, like in both. So your girlfriend moves like a jackhammer. that pissed him off. Yeah.
Daphne Zuniga played the princess in Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, of course. Yeah. Oh God.
I think The Fly too is severely underrated. I mean, I really enjoy it. It's I mean, of course, it has to follow The Fly, so it's got big shoes to fill. I think Eric Stoltz is really good in it. He's very simple. The gore effects are really, really good. Chemistry.
I like that they called back most of the main characters. The doctor that loved her, what was he, a publisher or something, and he had the hand problem, because it was melted.
Hand problem.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a deleted scene or whatever of Jeff Goldblum from the first one, so he's technically in The Fly too.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting sick. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
So cool, just badass.
And a great little movie against animal cruelty
Yeah.
with the dog. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Here's the
Oh
thing.
yeah, that was good.
What do you think of him as an actor? Like if you
Who? Who?
Nightbreed or Jason X.
I thought he's. I
Which,
think he's.
which guy?
Cronenberg, the
Oh,
director.
Cronenberg. Okay.
You've seen Nightbreed, haven't you, Sam?
Yeah, I saw it maybe a few years ago for the
He
first
plays
time.
the-
Director's cut. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
plays
that.
the psychiatrist with
Yeah,
the
with
mask.
the mask on. Yeah, that.
Nice.
And how about that fight scene on that rickety bridge when he was fighting?
Yeah.
I think Craig Schaefer. Was
Craig
that
Schaefer,
Craig
yeah.
Schaefer and Boone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel Boone and what's his name? Who did we say? Cronenberg. When they're fighting on that bridge. But what's amazing is Cronenberg's character was absolutely human. At least I remember him just being human.
Yeah.
And then Boone, he had whatever those powers were, those weird mutant monster powers.
Part of Midium.
Yeah, Midium. But yet they still managed to make a compelling, action-packed kind of fight where they seemed like he was still somewhat of a challenge, despite the fact that he was human. So I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, good stuff. Again, Cronenberg, and then that goes into
Clive
Barker. Yeah. Which
Wait a minute, though.
Good.
Cronenberg was in it, but he didn't direct it.
no, Clive Barker
Clive
directed
Barker.
it.
No, that was
Clive Barker.
interesting.
Hellraiser.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Wow.
what was it? What's the one with the voodoo? Not the
Serpent
voodoo.
in the Rainbow.
No, that was Wes Craven.
Oh, Wes Craven. All right. Okay.
What's the one I'm thinking of? The other one. Jeez, with Scott Bakula.
Lord of Illusions. Yes,
Lord of Illusions.
Yes. I like that one. Yeah. Although I was expecting of a more finale fight, with
Yeah, it was a little disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah, how it just ended. Not, I'm used to like there being like a confrontational fight, like but
Yeah.
And another thing, Barker's known for, he didn't direct it, but he wrote and produced Candyman, of course.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Helen.
Yes.
I love Candyman. The first one I really love because it is done in such a way where you're like, is it all in her mind? Is she really the one that took the baby and killed the woman in the apartment with the dog? And and it's weird. They're burning the big pyre outside of here in Illinois, here in Chicago. They filmed at Cabrini Green, and there's that mythology of the Candyman. But I mean, is it just that she gets so obsessed with it, she becomes this murderess?
And then
It's a good movie.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's like it's
Tony Todd with his his deep voice, and he's so calm and collective. Saying all this like these gothic words and everything like that. But it's just a dude standing there in a trench coat when you're not seeing the book, but he's still intimidating yet calming when he's doing everything on the screen, and that's what I love about him. The dialogue
Tony Todd.
is so perfect, and it's that he's got that deep voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've seen
That's one of the soundtracks you're getting, Eric, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I do have a lot of his dialogue in there, and it's so when you listen to the soundtrack, it really is bassy.
You've seen Hatchet. I think it's Hatchet 2 with Tony Todd, of course, being in there as I can't remember his name, like Father Zombie or something like that.
He's in the first one too. Very little at the very beginning.
But in here, he actually goes out there on the hunt. I like how he's trying to trick in the second one. How he's trying to trick Danielle Harris' character and and the uncle to go along, and he's trying to get those hunters to go along too. But one guy doesn't go for it. And it's like, come on, we'll go over there, scope out the place. If something doesn't look right and it doesn't fly with you, we're gone. What do you say? 500 now. 500 later. I love it, man. Yeah.
That's one thing
I'm
always surprised and have a big smile whenever you, even on your videos and just now, whenever you start doing quotes from movies, and it's like, I don't remember that quote, and you do, and you're doing.
You don't remember that part in the movie where he's trying to get those?
Oh, I do, but I wouldn't know word for word what he's saying. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a hilarious part. Oh, I never forget that. I'm sorry, what was that?
Me and Sammy, what was it, like the past week, you and I have been quoting Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Sammy knows all those martial art, the Steven Seagal movies and stuff he was doing
God,
in his
I love
older
that.
videos.
Seagal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff. Tony Todd, I met him at a convention. I got his autograph on one of my posters. And he is such a simple, timid, I'm not going to say he's just this little guy, but he's nothing like the persona he gives as Candyman.
Wow.
That fur coat he wears, and in him just standing there, and he's a lot like Ben from the Night of the Living Dead remake, where he's just this simple, African American guy, and he is just so timid and so nice and genuine. You know who else is Michael Berryman, who from the original Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, Michael Berryman. Okay.
The bald, the kind of odd looking guy.
Yeah. Okay.
He was born with some kind of a defect. His fingers are all weird and everything.
Yeah.
He's another one that'll just make jokes, and he's friendly, and he's, like Sid Haig. Here's another one, But there's a part of them sometimes when they're on film where they're these evil people that, I wouldn't want to walk down the same street if I saw them coming,
Yes.
Well, here's another example. Bill Moseley, coolest guy.
Yes.
Oh, really? Bill Moseley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Anything. I mean, me and Roger have talked for hours about Devil's Rejects.
Mm-hmm.
He is so good at making you afraid of a character, like in Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Still, there's a little bit of you that likes that character when you know you shouldn't.
Yeah.
When he's beating the old man to death, on the ground, and it's so violent and so vicious, and he's doing this with malice and hate and all this stuff. And
yes.
There's a little bit of you that's like, holy shit, I kind of like this guy,
Yeah.
Yes.
God isn't here for you. You can call for him, but he's not coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about when I think it was in the hotel room? Yeah, it was Devil's Rejects, and I think he had the gun, and I think he put it down the wife's panties or something like that. And he takes it down, and like, "Oh, still got your wife's stank." Oh shit!
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah. Oh.
And the whole chop top, the dog will hunt.
Top.
Oh,
it's chop top.
That type of stuff, But the thing is, he's got all these just characters that he's known for, but literally like the most friendly person in the world.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Yeah. You guys, again, I'm going to bring up, you guys were talking earlier about going to the Flashback. Was that the thing? The horror convention coming up?
It was, hold on.
Or it was earlier.
It's like Zatara. I think his name is, hold on here. It's not, I thought it was Stormfan, but he changed his name. So now he's Zatara 84. Zatara 84. So a shout out to you, Michael Davidson.
That would be a great thing to do, like maybe next year, is since we're all in Illinois, get together and go to one of those horror conventions, because they're a lot of fun, for one thing, and you get to meet these actors,
Wow.
Or directors. John Carpenter's come to them,
The thing is, what's the price around?
Price is like maybe $25 to $30 to get in.
That's all?
Depending on if you want to be just one day or the whole weekend. But if you want autographs, you don't need autographs. You can just stand in line and go and meet them and shake their hand and talk to them for a little bit. But autographs usually are from $20 up, depending on how popular, like Sid Haig's, my autograph I got back there was only $20. And I got a picture with him, so, but if you're talking like William Shatner or somebody that's, pompous, I'll say. You're talking like Adam West. If you went to like the car show and Adam West or Burt Ward was there, you're talking $100, $200 just for an autograph and picture.
They're doing bad? They're running out of money?
What's that?
They're running out of money?
Well, they just ask for too much, if you ask me.
That's what it's. That's all.
What the?
Yeah.
Like you would think that'd be cool if if they're cool, like you say, like in person. You would think you could just go up to any of these people and bring a DVD or a Blu-ray and just say, "Oh, hey, can you sign this?" Oh, yeah, and then just do it and not ask for
Yeah.
money. But why would you
No,
ask for money?
a lot of people charge. Like the Tom Savini I got here.
Yeah.
I went there with a Dawn of the Dead poster, a Knight Riders poster, and then he had like 8x10 colors. And he just charged me $20 for the autograph.
Wow.
And he signed all the others just like, oh yeah, let me just sign it for you. Here you go. Here you go.
Okay.
You know?
So sometimes.
So
okay.
sometimes they're very reasonable. They're very nice,
Yeah, because I mean, I have to sign my autograph for things too sometimes, but I don't charge. So they
yeah.
they're just, yeah, I can't understand. I'm just thinking about it. You're just signing something.
Here's the
But
thing,
just-
Sam. A lot
yeah.
of these actors, they make a lot more money doing conventions than doing films.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You got
think-
these, like Roger said, they'll charge $20, but then you got like he said, William Shatner, that think they deserve $100. A lot of these people, they make a lot of their money doing the convention.
Plus, a lot of times they get paid to come to the convention. So
Well, there you
that's
go.
double money,
So they should be happy with just that.
And you figure there's hundreds of people in line to go to meet
Oh,
them.
that's a lot of money.
That's a whole lot of money. Yes.
Oh.
George Romero, I was in line almost 3 hours to meet. And I couldn't afford to get 2 posters signed, so I only had him sign 1 poster. And just for 1 poster, it was $50. So, but it was George Romero, the godfather of the zombies, so it's like I wanted him to sign my Night of the Living Dead poster, and now I got it, but
the person is and how much you love them. I love George Romero's films. I love Tom Savini. I would probably pay, what George has done for the genre, I'd probably pay more for a Tom Savini autograph than I would George. It all also depends on your preference,
But Savini doesn't charge that much, which is really, I think Savini's gotten to the point where he knows he's making a lot of money because everybody wants his autograph. But I think he realizes he's signing so much that it's not going to be worth anything if these people want to sell them, so he'll sign everything and knowing
bring down the value of his own stuff.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I mean, there's so many people that come to these conventions, and I've missed quite a few. I always said that if Rutger Hauer showed up at a convention, I'll definitely go to it because he's like my other one guy that I would love to have his autograph.
Wow. Yeah, bring my Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Runner, but then you have random stuff like Blind Fury with him. That's a fun one.
Hobo with a shotgun.
Hobo with a shotgun. He's so good and hammy. He makes Buffy the Vampire Slayer fun.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Him and Pee-wee.
Yes.
But
us,
me and my wife have a list. We are going to watch our Buffy the Vampire Slayer this month.
That's a fun movie. That's a fun movie.
And we quote it ad nauseum here at home. It's just that's what makes to me a movie in general fun. Is if you can quote that movie any time of the day and you're having fun quoting it, it's the perfect movie. That's why a lot of people don't like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Me and my wife love it so much. We can quote the entire film from beginning to end and have fun.
Really?
And that's the
wow.
movie, Sammy, I told you that Ben Affleck is in.
I seen it before. I've seen it a couple times, 3 times. Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, Christy Swanson one, but I don't remember. I remember Luke Perry, but he's like a main guy.
It's the scene where one of the friends has already been bitten by a vampire. He's a vampire playing basketball, and he goes up to one of his opponents, the opposing players, and he just just kind of goes to him, and the guy he's scared. He gives the ball to the vampire. That's Ben Affleck.
Okay, Ben Affleck is the guy who got the baseball or the basketball.
Started started in a horror movie.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
I think is cool is another thing I like to talk about. Big name actors or actresses that got started in horror movies. I mean, you got Kevin Bacon, Johnny
Christine
Depp,
Aniston or Jennifer Aniston.
George Clooney,
George
Yeah.
Clooney.
Yeah,
Of
how about
course,
Renee Zellweger and Matthew
Demi
McConaughey?
Moore, Renee Zellweger. Yeah.
Those
they've
two
all
started in the same, yeah, in the same movie as once. McConaughey and Renee
Yeah.
Zellweger.
That chainsaw one.
Chainsaw
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Mortensen from Lord of the Rings. He's in Chainsaw 3.
Who?
Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, Vigo. Okay.
He's in Texas Chainsaw 3.
Wow. Okay. Holy
That's
shit.
one of my favorite ones.
Wow.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that started out.
This is
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah. Does Rachel want to make an appearance?
Oh, Rebecca wants to make an
Oh.
appearance.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Rebecca.
Oh, they. Okay. And does Rachel want to make an appearance as well?
Yeah, it's the whole family.
Yeah, the whole family. Oh, this is fantastic. What a beautiful family right there. I got to tell you.
There.
Hello. Oh, such a beautiful family. Unbelievable. Yes.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
So Rachel,
And I see she's wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Rachel, are you going to be watching Pet Cemetery this year?
Heck no.
I'm coming to get you, Rachel.
Sing a bunch of bah.
What?
What's that sing a bunch of
I think you're babbling, honey. I think is it your bath time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you tell Sammy and can you tell Roger hi? I'm gonna go take a bath.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna take a bath.
All right, almost
Alrighty.
time for bed.
See you later.
See you later.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun, eh? Yeah.
All right.
See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, you're a lucky man. I got to tell you. You're a lucky man. Yeah.
Watch. Just started watching your channel, and Roger, you know that Rebecca and Rachel have been watching yours for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is not horror related. Sam, when you watched that video of childhood movies, you're singing Little Mermaid. You should have just seen the smile on her face, dude.
Oh, when I was singing. Oh, yeah, all that. Yeah, I know all these Disney songs. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Pocahontas. Oh, I love it all. But, yeah, thank you for that. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of horror movies, what's one horror movie? Because I have the "You Hate It, I Don't" idea on my channel. What's
Yeah.
one movie that you feel you are the only one that enjoys? That
Okay.
you so bad everyone hates, but
I'll let you go first, Sam.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go with I'm gonna say like You're Next, but I'm gonna go with Ouija.
Ouija.
Oh.
Everyone seems to absolutely hate that one, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hated it.
I have it right over there. I don't want to get it just because it's like stacked on top of stuff. But yeah,
We're still friends, but I hate it.
hold on. Maybe I'll go get it. Hold on here. Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked it, and
What the hell don't anybody like?
oh. Hold on here. Okay. I will get.
My charger.
Okay,
But,
hold on here.
My choice.
Here's both.
Huge Uwe Boll fan. I love to defend House of the Dead.
Oh, really?
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Because everybody hates Uwe Boll. No, honey, you're gonna get in the bathtub. I just have to grab my charger. But I just love Uwe Boll. His movies. He knows who he is. He knows what he makes. And House of the Dead is exactly what it is. It's based on a video game. It's hot chicks, good-looking guys, killing zombies, over-the-top action, over-the-top gore, and I just have fun with it every single time I play it or I watch it.
Well, maybe maybe I'm gonna have to watch it again, but maybe it's because I paid full price in the theaters for it, and when I watched it and it got to that ending, I saw it only one time, and I saw it with some people, and I just thought it sucked. I watched it and I felt like I wasted money, and but like I said, maybe I have to see it again. Like I said, I saw it one time and it was in theaters.
I should watch it at least once because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the trailer when I first saw it, and then I just heard everybody bashing it, so I just kind of went like, all right, I'm not going to watch it, So I should at least give it a chance. Mine, I was just thinking, it's hard to think because I watch so much, but the movie that I hear gets a lot of flack, and it's not needed. It's just because one person is in the movie, and they always talk about her, is House of Wax, the remake of House of Wax.
That's a great one. I enjoyed that one a lot.
And everybody seems to hate it because what's her name's in it?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton, yeah.
Well, she died.
And she has one of the greatest death scenes, on the spear.
Oh, that was so great. Yes. And then it just she slides down and pulls it. The Friday the 13th game, there's a death scene like that, similar where you saw that video I shared with Friday the 13th game? Yeah. It throws like the spear, the harpoon, and it hits the girl right through the head. And then he comes off in the back and pulls it straight through.
Yeah.
That's similar like that. I like that.
But I love the concept. I love what they did because the original House of Wax with Vincent Price is its own little thing, and this the guy's making people, and that one woman finds the guy, and she's trying to pull the wax, and it's pulling his skin off,
and he's crying too. And doesn't know.
Yeah, and then the whole house being made of wax, and it melts.
That was
and they're
beautiful.
fighting. Falling through the floors. I was like, this is really a
awesome.
good movie. Yeah.
That was a beautiful scene, that whole finale.
Yeah.
Another thing, it's done by the same company. They also did the remake to 13 Ghosts. I had a lot of fun.
Well, I like 13 Ghosts too. Yeah.
Was it Death House? Is that the company or
Ghost House?
Ghost House. Yep.
Yeah.
They did the 13 Ghosts. They did House on Haunted Hill, which is another one I really enjoyed.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
Did Gothica, which I thought.
Death Ship, which you brought up.
Gothica was okay too. I enjoyed it still with Halle Berry. How can people trust you or believe you when they think you're crazy?
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz. Yeah, that was again. They both got out at the end, so that was just. Wait, that what I don't understand. So I guess technically she was falsely accused, and Penelope Cruz was normal then.
Seems like.
I must assume. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Whole company who made all those horror movies. I have fun with every single one of them.
Yeah. It was like. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. A lot of them are remakes, but me and Roger have talked about this also. Just because it's a remake, I mean, sometimes you can't compare it to the original, but you can still enjoy a good film. I mean,
yes.
Brought up I've never seen the original with Vincent Price yet, but you can't knock the Cronenberg one.
No.
That is a remake. Yeah. John Carpenter's The Thing is technically a remake.
I'll tell you though, if you ever watch the original Fly, the ending will stick with you forever. When you see David Hedison in the web and the spider coming to him.
I can't remember saying "help me" or "kill me."
Oh, both.
Help me, kill me.
In that weird high voice, it was just so horrifying. As a kid, as like a 7-year-old kid, seeing that, I was like, "Oh no!"
Yes.
But Ghost House, I think what they were doing, especially when they started, I don't know if they're still making movies. They took those concepts, 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill, and they made them fun. They made them different and modern and fun. The whole 13 Ghosts with the glass house that was a giant puzzle that would move around. And
I've never seen anything like that before. I like
No, it was really cool. Even House on Haunted Hill, I didn't care too much for the ending, but I love Jeffrey Rush. I thought he was a perfect like Vincent Price character.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mustache.
God, that's great. Yeah.
And Ghost Ship, Sammy, you saw Ghost Ship, right?
Yeah, I saw that one time. I don't remember too much, but
how can you forget that opening scene? With them on the boat.
Yeah.
Sadly, I have forgotten. So I have to see it again. But I have seen it before. I saw it in theaters one time, but that's one that
Go to YouTube when we're done and just search it out. That's a
Okay.
great kill.
Wow,
Kills.
okay. I mean, when I think of Ghost Ship, I just remember them coming. You know, there's like another ship, and then they kind of, you know, they meet up with like another ship, the Ghost Ship, and they all go on board. And that's all I remember. I don't remember any details. And for some reason, I'm thinking about also the movie Virus with
Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I get confused. You know, things on a boat.
Donald Sutherland. Yeah, the robots taking the body forms and
Yeah.
which makes me bring up another. Let me bring up another kind of topic. I mean, we talked about Chopping Mall and stuff, but what movies were fun as horror movies, or what did you have the most enjoyment? And I'll bring one up, and then maybe you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Deep Rising.
Yeah.
With Treat Williams, with the now what, you know, and the creature, but they're cracking jokes, Frumpy Jensen,
Yes.
and they're, you know, and there's the evil guy that wants, you know, this and the Indian guy, and it was like a great drive-in movie of its time, probably like we're saying about Chopping Mall was of an 80s movie like that. Are there any you can think of that?
Okay. Well, there's the Frighteners that kind of had
Frighteners,
a lot of humor to it.
Jeepers Creepers was kind of like
Jeepers
that.
Creepers.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat. I thought that
Oh,
had
definitely Trick or Treat. Yeah.
Guys, have either? I'm sure Roger has the original Trick or Treat movie from the '80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Sammy.
I thought that was a documentary. I mean, I didn't see the film, but I saw the cover and I just saw the two rock stars on the front, so I thought it was
Horror movie where
it's a horror movie. Okay.
Family Ties, the actor who plays Skippy character.
Oh, him.
Ties, possessed by the soul of a dead rock star and goes on a tree, and it's just so over the top and fun. Gene Simmons plays DJ, and I think Ozzy is like a minister who's bashing rock and roll. It's just so much fun, so absurd. You have to see it. It's pure 80s fun.
Trick or Treat. Okay. So I'll look on Netflix or I look on Xfinity, if you know what that is. Xfinity.
Yes.
I'll look on that.
It's just fun. It's just so much fun. It's turn your, like Roger says, get your drinks, get your popcorn, and just have fun. Turn your brain off for 90 minutes.
Check the brain at the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just enjoy the fun. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else has that. Well, you know what? Hatchet #2 had it pretty much all the Hatchets, I guess. Kind of had.
Well, I got all three too. Yeah, I like the first one the best.
Oh, my favorite is the second one.
Yeah.
I love that second one. How Daniel Harris just kicks ass.
I just love that one kill in the first one where he comes up to that woman and pulls her apart like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Knowing that was all practical and not CGI was just amazing.
Was it the first or second with the and then he took the sander and he started sanding the girl's face.
Yeah.
And impaled her. That's the second one?
Or I love in the second one where he has one of the bounty hunters or whatever the guy's hired to kill Victor.
Yeah.
He puts his mouth at the edge of a table and he just.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And his top. That was great. Yes. And how about the novelty size chainsaw and the two gentlemen, you know, he had one to and then the balls. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, you want to talk about it.
One. Yeah, the balls were hanging on the trees, on the branches. That was great. That
Good stuff. Good
real.
Fun horror. Good fun sized horror.
Hell yes.
All right. Go ahead, Eric.
I was just saying it's self-aware. It knows what it is. It wants you to have fun for 90 minutes. It's not trying to be, Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Frozen. Frozen, who I believe the same director of Hatchet did Frozen with the couple, the kids up on the ski lift.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay. It started Iceman. Yeah, the guy who played Iceman in X-Men.
Yeah, from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Sean Ashmore, I think.
Sean Ashmore.
That was too.
The ruins was also.
Oh,
good.
the ruins with
the
those
ruins and Frozen,
flowers making the
yeah.
audio. Yeah.
That
Oh,
was great.
the vines going through the flesh, and oh,
Why do you think the birds don't land here? They've like existed long enough, not to land on this spot.
yeah. When they come down and that guy shoots that little kid, it was like, what's this movie about now? What's going on? There's some weird
Yeah.
secret going on here. They won't even let the child live.
I was like, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say those movies like that, Deep Rising, The Ruins, very much like Tremors, where it's a horror movie, but it has that humor. It has that self-aware, we're having a good time at the theater now,
I came in somewhere in the middle of Tremors, the one with Reba McEntire, right? She's in that
Well, she was in the first.
first one. That's the only one I ever saw. Where I came in somewhere in the middle, and then so I think I have the trilogy somewhere, or the like or Pack Attack or something.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them.
Okay, then I have the one where it's called the Attack Pack, and it came with.
Yeah, there's a 4-pack, the Attack
That's the
Pack.
one I have.
And then they just released, was it this year or last year, Eric, the 5th one?
They released Part 5, Bloodlines, last year, and Part 6 is now in production.
Wow.
Wow, what the? Okay. So I have it, so I should just watch those.
Yes.
Sometimes that's what it takes to keep us going. And Michael Gross, God bless him, he's been in every single one, including the crappy Sci-Fi Channel television show.
Yeah.
Wow.
He knows where his bread's buttered, and he keeps going back because people have fun with these movies, like we said.
Yeah. The old ass blasters. The ass blasters. People didn't
Family
like
Ties, right?
Yeah, Family Ties, the father.
Okay.
Yeah. People didn't like the ass blasters. I liked them. I thought they were pretty great.
And then Part 4 was fun because it was a prequel.
Yeah, the old Western. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, Michael Gross, he plays Bert. He's this big, tough military man. And when you go to Part 4, the prequel, his ancestor is like this timid, scared, wimpy character. So it's cool seeing Michael Gross go from the tough character to the wimpy character, having everybody do his work for him. He doesn't want to get involved in the fights. It's really fun. I recommend you check out the series, Sammy.
Yeah, especially if you have it. Watch them all. Man.
Like I said, I got to dig them all out because, the way I have them on my shelves, I have them like stacked and like a row and then a row in front of the row and then stuff stacked on top of those. And so, and stuff up there, all behind, there's stacks of stuff. I got all my Scream Factories there, my Disney stuff, a bunch of, my arrows I think are like over there somewhere. And plus I have shelves all over here. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta look for them.
Here's a question, guys. Roger knows I'm a big Stephen King fan. What is your favorite Stephen King horror film?
I know yours, Eric.
Cemetery, because I've said it ad nauseum.
And it's probably mine too. It probably really is.
And what's amazing, Denise Crosby, Star Trek Next Generation. I can't believe it. I think she was in Next Generation first, and then was killed off in Skin of Evil, that episode, and then I think she did. And then
she did that, and then she did those softcore porn, Red Shoe Diaries.
Whoa, she was in a porn.
Well, it was a cable show called Red Shoe Diaries, where each episode was a different story, and I know she did some nudity in those.
Did she? Okay, thanks for the heads up.
I don't know if you can get those anymore. I really don't. I don't know if those are available anywhere.
Damn it, I'll find a way. But okay.
Yeah, Stephen King. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, I don't like this Stephen King movie," or "I like this Stephen King movie." He never directed a movie other than one movie, and that was the Maximum Overdrive, right? Which is a fun, again,
I like
80s popcorn. Leave your brain at the door. But
that the one with the Green Goblin on the front of the truck, right? Yeah, and the trucks all get possessed, and I like that.
But all the other movies that people think are Stephen King movies, he just wrote the stories, and other people adapted them and directed them. So if you're going on that way, I love The Shining. I don't care what people say. I love Pet Cemetery to death. I love it to death.
I'll say
Carrie. Carrie is really still holds up, even though it's a period piece. That movie really holds up to this day. That ending is
Oh, the hand coming up and grabbing Amy Irving. Yeah.
well. Not only that, but the whole prom scene, and then her coming home drenched in blood, and then the deal with her mom, and the Christ in the closet that looks horrifying. You know?
And that mother, that look on her face when she's like, she literally looked like she was floating down the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
She was like descending because she's like so, and it's a grin on her face, and
yeah.
Oh man, that's horrific.
we all know, we've mentioned, before, Pet Cemetery is my favorite. Cemetery is probably my favorite horror movie. But taking that out of the equation, and not counting his dramas like, Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile, my favorite horror, at least it has horror themes in it, Mist.
Oh
yes.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Post-apocalyptic one. Yes.
It's like a B-50s movie that he created,
Which you can watch it in black and white.
And Frank Darabont directed it as like an old Outer Limits or a B movie, in the black and white. That's the only way I ever watch it. I've seen it only once in color. And since that option is on the Blu-ray, I always now, whenever I watch it in black and white. It just seems better. It seems scarier, the dark shadows and everything.
Yeah.
Ending. Oh,
Which one?
The ending.
Oh, the ending. Yeah.
If you would have just waited.
Yeah. 30 seconds. Was it 30 seconds? Maybe a minute if you just waited.
But the thing is, I'm glad I went with that because I know Studio wanted a happier ending. Spoilers. I won't say what happens, but I'm glad that they went with the more depressing ending because Darabont fought for it. Stephen King himself fought for it. I think, I on occasion love a downer ending because it's with that feeling. Seven, that's a huge downer ending, but the impact of the movie with the Mist, with what happened at the end of the Mist, adds to the impact of everything that Thomas Jane has. It just, I want to say, it's a perfect ending.
The way before that happens, or right around that time, when the truck passes with all the survivors, and you see the people that originally left the supermarket right at the beginning of the movie, and that woman, and you're like, all they had to do was leave then, and everything would have been okay, But,
God.
Yeah.
Because it was,
King, that's what Stephen King does in his books, and it incorporates into his movies. He makes you love these characters, and once you start loving them and getting used to them, he puts them through so much hell, and it doesn't always end good, but the ending always sticks with you. Pet Cemetery. Look at the ending to Pet Cemetery.
Oh.
Follow Dale Midkiff's character through, the loss of his son and then everything he's got to deal with.
His wife.
And then at the end, when she opens that door and brain matter pouring through the eyes.
And I think, did you read the book?
Her.
Did you read the book?
3 or 4 times.
Isn't there a bit at the very end of the book that's not in the movie where he's cutting pie and he's like, "I'll cut you a piece of pie, dear."
That's Thinner.
Oh, that's Thinner. Okay, all right. I mixed those up. Okay.
The end of Pet Sematary, the novel, you just have, Lewis is on the floor, he's playing cards, and the door opens, and you hear Denise Crosby's character just say, "Darling."
Yeah.
In the movie, she shows up, she's walking, and it's perfect because you hear her one high-heeled shoe just hitting the floor, and then he looks at her, he's so in love, and he doesn't care that her eye's gone, the brain matter's he freaking makes out with her. It's disgusting. And then, of course, you got the slow motion with
what is it?
Cooking curry.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're cooking it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my brother's preparing some dinner here.
Did I hear curry?
Curry. Yeah, some chicken curry.
Curry, hot spicy curry.
Yeah.
Bubble Boy.
It's
Anybody ever see Bubble Boy?
Love
Bubble
it.
Boy.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh god, that movie's so much fun.
I never
That's
saw
fun.
Bubble Boy.
When the ice cream truck's driving away and the Indian kid's running after it. Curry, curry.
Really?
Got Fabio,
No.
Patches? We don't need no stinking patches.
Danny
You know-
Trejo is the biker. How do you
Yeah.
take a donut that thing?
Speaking of like trucks pulling away, kind of like that. What about? And I think the name of the film was called Ice Cream Man with Clint Howard.
Oh yeah, Clint
Ice
Howard. I
Ice
think they
Cream.
did. I think there were 2 other sequels. I think they did 3 of them, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. They also
When he's
did.
scooping up the thing in the cone, and then when it gets eaten, you can the eyeball in the guy's mouth. He's chewing
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
There's only one. Clint is currently trying to crowdfund the sequel.
Oh, cool. They also did a group of horror films with Corbin Burnson called The Dentist, which I really liked.
I like The Dentist too. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought those were pretty sadistic.
with the wife, and I think it was the second one.
Yeah,
Just missed it. Oh, just a second away. God, that was.
yeah.
Oh, and now first we have to expose the nerve, and you see it, the close up. I mean, the
Oh, the
practical-
close-ups were
the
perfect.
tooth. Yeah, it looks
Especially
real.
the drilling and the teeth
Yeah.
breaking, and
I
was
love
like,
it.
"Oh."
I love it. Yes. Oh man, that was exciting. I mean, I was
Yeah.
eating food while watching that. It was great. Oh,
Good stuff. All right, I don't know how long you guys want to go on, but I have one final, at least for
Sure.
me.
okay.
This is from Scream. What is your favorite scariest movie? What is the most scariest movie that you watched and it really freaked you out for days? You couldn't stop thinking about it. Eric is probably Pet Cemetery, right?
If not Pet Cemetery, I will say the original 1982 Poltergeist.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. I think that thing is PG, isn't it?
Yeah.
PG-13.
The way it should
But it
be,
was
but that's because PG-13 wasn't created back then. It's just the atmosphere, the scene where the man's peeling his face off.
Yes.
You know, the scene where the mom is running down the hallway, and the hallway
That stretches.
longer.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, she finally gets there, and you got that big giant, like, I guess, dog or dragon ghost blocking her, and she's yelling.
Wow.
Opens her, you know, she opens the bedroom, and the kids are getting sucked in, and that fucking clown doll. It's just
Oh, yes.
I remember seeing that movie down in downtown Chicago. I believe it was the Chicago Theater, maybe the United Artists. And I physically, even though the ending is toned down and they're in the hotel and you see Craig Nelson push out the TV, and it's like, okay, no TV in our home. When I left the theater, my hands were shaking because
Wow.
that ending was so well done with them trying to escape the house, her in the swimming pool with all the dead bodies popping up. The daughter showing up from a date, just yelling, "What's happening?" You know, it was so well done.
Craig T. Nelson, the Mr. Incredible.
sorry, Sammy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About Poltergeist, which is also Pet Cemetery, score.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
And what it is between both of those movies, you have this creepy score, this peaceful score, but then you throw in
childlike.
singing. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery, it opens up and you have this wonderful score against the backdrop of the cemetery, but then you have children singing. The
Yeah.
end of
Yes.
after they've been through all this shit, you have this wonderful like
La 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 la.
terrifying.
Yeah.
That is also what makes a good horror movie is the score.
You
And
I have it up over there. I won't take it down because I have something on top of it. But Children of the Corn, that score.
Oh, there's another one. Or even Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. Yes.
A film you probably never seen, Eric, because I know you haven't watched many classics.
not yet. It's in my queue.
Yeah, but that also has like children singing over the score.
You have not seen Rosemary's Baby, you say?
Not yet.
Okay, then I won't say anything.
Yeah,
I can say a line in there, but I think it would spoil it if I say that famous line. You know, I think you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do. I
I
do.
think, yeah.
To his eyes, I know that.
Oh, you know about that. I was about
Okay.
to say that. His eyes.
But still, that's a movie where it's the voyage to get to the end that just
Yes.
builds and builds and builds and makes it even more horrifying. It's not so much that final line about the eyes. It's just
Everything.
it's everything building up, and the suspicion, and the husband, and Mia Farrow, and all these characters in this hotel or hotel, I believe, or apartment complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a house thing.
Yeah, it's the voyage to get there. There are a few of those horror movies where it's all about the voyage to get to the end. That is what's most troubling and horrifying. Not so much the outcome, because we all know what the outcome is going to be. You know.
Yes. I'll quick. Okay.
Score. You're talking about classic score, wonderful score, The Omen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That one I got it right over there.
Yep.
Yeah. What the hell? Let me go ahead and.
I got the box set. Do you got that, Sam?
The box set. You know, I have. Is it that thing where it comes in that cardboard?
Yeah, which
And
is
then
really
kind of
crappy.
It's real
Yeah.
flimsy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that, and I think this is the same thing, the same edition that's included in that, but I have it.
Well, they
back
have
over there
all
somewhere.
four. They have all three movies and then the remake.
Yeah, and the remake is on there.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't know what this one is. This one has
I enjoy
Gregory Peck and Lee Remick.
That's the original.
Oh, that's the original. Okay, so it has it in there.
Gorak. Ave Sandari, Ave
Oh yes, yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
You know, and something that has an eerie soundtrack, and this is my favorite. My favorite pick for horror film, and I haven't changed. I've said it before in the past. Is Exorcist, which is right over there.
Yeah.
That's my. I have something about demon possession that scares me.
I'll have to be totally honest with you guys. The movie never scared me.
Oh.
I saw it at the theater in the 70s. I was old enough to go and see it. And again, downtown theater. It was a great movie, but it didn't scare me. I don't know.
Really?
And I was brought up Catholic
You
to
were.
believe in the devil and angels and all that. But
Wow.
it just didn't. I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. And even I've seen the extended cut, director's cut, where he added the faces, and that's cool. The subliminal flashes. But even to this day, I love the movie as the horror movie it is, but it just doesn't scare me. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, okay, let me help you with that. Next time when you watch it, just think about this. There is a chance as you watch it that you could be possessed.
I know. I've heard that. And there is the curse where all the different actors die because of it.
So that's your.
Yeah. Same with Poltergeist. Actually, same with Poltergeist. How many people died during the Poltergeist?
Oh yeah, like the little girl,
the daughter.
The daughter, yeah, the little girl, yeah. Oh, that sucks. Wait a minute. If she died, what did they do for the second one?
No, she lasted through the third one, and she died of some illness in the third one. The older daughter died. Her boyfriend strangled her, I believe, after the first movie came out. And then you're gonna die in there. That old guy, he passed away for some weird reason.
He had, I believe, when the older daughter, she was strangled to death, like you said. We go to part 2. Julian Beck, the minister, he was already dying of cancer as they were filming, so that's how he passed. I know the Native American who was in it, who was also in One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. He eventually died of complications from heart surgery.
Yeah.
And then the third one, Heather O'Rourke, the young Carol Ann, she died almost. They almost finished the film.
Yeah, they had to re-edit.
She was sick for a long time, and they misdiagnosed it as a flu, and it ended up being a bowel obstruction, and that's what happened. And a lot of people believe in this curse, of the poltergeist, because everything, a lot of the main characters have passed on since then, and
Yeah.
who knows?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. It's because they didn't use props and special effects for the ghosts. They actually
No.
asked for assistance asked for assistance of the real ghost. Oh, that's true.
And real bones. They used
really?
real
Oh,
bones.
I was just making that up, but okay.
No.
Oh, wow.
In the scene where Beth Williams, the mother, she's in the pool and the skeletons come up.
Yeah.
Those were medical skeletons because they were cheaper to use those than movie props.
Yeah.
Real people?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty sick. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Oh,
100%
Jesus.
true, dude.
Yeah.
They got ill then.
Sammy, just Google Curse of the Poltergeist films. You'll be surprised what people look into and throw in there.
Well,
Old Toby Hooper, Chainsaw
Yeah.
Man.
'cause-
Those opening scenes of the original Chainsaw with the camera flashes, and then you see the tableau that he creates of the dead guy holding the head on top of the tombstone. That does not look like a movie prop. That looks like some dead body that they dug up.
The actor Edwin Neal, who plays the hitchhiker, that when they're in the dinner scene,
Yeah.
those chicken parts and everything, those are all real.
Yeah.
Chicken nailed to the board with the feet, and he said they were all real. And he said, because they did hundreds of takes in the hot tech.
They spent hours and hours filming that scene around the dinner table, and it was like 120 degrees, and everything
going
was
bad.
stinking. Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Started to decompose, and it's just disgusting. And when you have no budget, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Got to
So
get the shot. Got to get the
cheaper to
shot.
use the real stuff than the fake. That is.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
even
man.
Day of the Dead. Sam,
They
you
used
remember
real
Day of
zombies.
the Dead where they
Yep.
pulled the guy apart at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Those were all like pig innards and
Yeah,
stuff.
that I know because I saw the thing.
And the fridge, they lost power. So those were
Yeah,
all rotting
went
when they
bad.
were filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that Day of the Dead documentary. I can't remember the end of the
Yeah,
world.
where they're putting the
Yeah.
smelling things in their nose so they couldn't smell it. Yeah.
I like that. But
Yeah. For art, directors want to get a certain vision, and if one thing looks better than fake,
say, before we go, because I'm going to have to go pretty soon now, but maybe you
Sure.
can help me out with a certain horror movie. I'm trying to figure out what the name was. Saw it a long time ago as a kid. Maybe you guys may know now that I have, two connoisseurs here. It was something like, I have no idea what the title is. I don't know any of the stars. It ended. There's kind of like a gangly kind of man. I think he had long hair or kind of rotting long hair or something. And I don't know if it was like a creature or just a man, but he was a killer. And it ended up, the whole thing built up where he's just trying to kill her. And he's up on the roof and she's inside like the attic part and he's up on the roof and trying to get her. And somehow she stabs through the roof and stabs up on him and kills this killer, this man. And then he falls off the top of the house.
Wow.
You don't know it?
That doesn't
Killer.
sound familiar. It sounds very.
Damn it.
It sounds very Argento almost.
Maybe it
Which
could be
is
an Argento.
Giallo.
It could be a giallo.
Where it's a murder mystery type thing.
Yeah, and it was pretty gory and just kind of vicious. And this killer, yeah,
Do you
died-
remember anything else from the movie? What kind of a
just that-
killer? Do you remember any of the kills?
God, I wish I did. I just know that was stalking her in the house, and the whole thing pretty much took place in this house. Like it almost looked like a haunted house type of thing. But the whole thing, you can't miss it. The ending, I know, so clear, is it was, she's grabbing her hair, punched a hole right through the roof. It's, because she's up in the attic, you're all the way at the top part of the house, and that's real high. And somehow she stabs through with something like a knife or a spear, I can't remember, some kind of weapon, manages to pierce him and kill him while he's up there, and he dies. It's like, oh, and then I think he falls off the top and dies. And that's the ending.
No
I
idea.
hope to God.
Yeah,
Okay,
no idea.
damn it.
Wow.
Someone help me out with one film if you ever seen Mario. I think Mario Bava. Shock.
Yeah.
The movie Shock, Beyond the
Sure.
Door too. If you've seen Shock, have you seen Shock? It's a Mario Bava film. Okay. Well, I have it up over here. And that's a good one. That starred well, I won't get it, but let me see here. There's a scene where there's a boy and he says something like, "Oh, mommy," and then runs to her, and then when he jumps up to the mom, it transforms into the husband, the zombie husband, but it was just like all like a ghost, like a spirit. Yeah, 1977. It stars a woman, Daria Nicolati. She's like she's always in these like Argento films and stuff like that. Matter of fact, she might have even been on The Beyond. Daria Nicolati. I think she was in The Beyond. Yeah.
Roof of the house. Proposed to bargain him a second time. Confesses to murder. I'm just looking. They're mentioning a movie called Hush from 2016.
Hush?
That was just last year.
Yeah. I saw that one. The woman was deaf or something. Yeah,
I
deaf.
remember a girl stabbing him with a doll rather than a guy. Ultimately, he kills her when she tries to escape through a built-in pet door.
And while you're looking that up,
ended up on the roof of a house where she proposed a bargain to him. A second time, she's forced to repent the victim and confess to her murder. Yeah, it's going to be hard finding that one.
Damn it.
I just did a search for girl kills killer by stabbing him through roof, and it's not coming up.
Damn it.
Well,
it might be like a Giallo type film.
Yeah, it sounds like one, if it's
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these horror films that I don't remember the title, just,
Yeah, I have a few of those. I have a few of those too, where I can't remember the name, but I have the visions of certain scenes of the movie.
The Devil's Wedding Night. That's a good one. Have you ever seen The Devil's Wedding Night?
Yeah.
Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. That's a good one.
That's a fun one. That's a popcorn and beer movie. Yeah.
The Neanderthal Frankenstein fighting another Neanderthal, and then the midget. Because Frankenstein's trying to give him the Neanderthal. Frankenstein's trying to give him a piece of raw meat. And he doesn't want to eat it. It's like, no, look, cooks it on the fire. See, good. Cook. You have to cook the meat, and he gives it to him. He doesn't like it. Yeah, and then the Neanderthal fighting a Neanderthal Frankenstein.
Yeah.
One
of my favorites is Dracula's Castle of Freaks, where there was a hunchback that they try to set on fire, and he's got an axe, and he's trying to go after the girl at the end on a cliff.
I may have seen that one too.
Yeah, really bad movie. Dracula's in there, and there's a wolf man and a hitchhiker.
And how about the cheesy Dracula versus Frankenstein? That was super bad. That was terrible.
Space monster. Frankenstein meets the space monster. That was really cheesy.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. Skin Flip knows all of these movies.
Yeah. Oh man.
So anyway, Sam, do you want to shut this down?
Yeah, I think I better shut it down now. Okay, I'm coming right now. Okay, thanks for. Okay, guys, so let's end it. You guys want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah, I think maybe as long as this is October, maybe once a week or whenever we can, at least.
Okay.
Let's get together again and keep talking about horror movies. Maybe we can get more people on here. Maybe Aaron Pinn or other people.
Okay.
Just talk about old horror movies we love.
Well, Aaron Pinn right now is in the UK.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, for me, my best, I don't know everybody else's schedule. Best days for me would probably be Sundays because my wife doesn't work. So she can kind of corral my daughter if needed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whatever. If I can't make it, I can't make it. Roger says, you guys don't mind if my daughter's playing in the background.
No, just like today.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, but yeah, this would be fun. Yeah, I'm glad this little hangout was able to happen. It was fun just bullshitting with you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what I say about my channel. I said, you know what? I'm not a movie reviewer. I just like to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of my movie reviews are called my movie thoughts. It's not a
Oh.
review. It's me saying what I enjoy about the movie, what I don't enjoy about the movie, and it's just BS for maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
to
Yeah.
me, you're a reviewer. Because
Yeah.
I love your reviews and the people that people that I watch that talk about films and review it, like Aaron Pin, yourself, Todd when he talks about it, he kind of gives like a semi review. Ali Walker, Gary G, Don Star here when everyone and Zarin Isaac when they all give reviews, I absolutely love it. The only difference between you guys and the YouTubers doing the reviews and those other ones that put it in the paper and was on TV before, they get paid and
Yeah.
we don't get paid.
The one thing I think is very unique about Eric is Eric is just, he's probably one of the most down-to-earth guys that I've seen on YouTube, where he just tells it like it is. He gives his viewpoint, how he feels about a certain thing, and you can really tell that by the end, where he's like, hey, if you watch this, you watch this. If not, see ya, And that just shows me that he's just this great regular guy that loves movies and just wants to talk about movies. And I'm glad I know you, Eric. I really am. But I'm glad we can get together like this. You need to get yourself a new computer or something, though.
Yes, sir.
Well, you got the computer. All you need is the webcam. Spend $30, $25, you can get a cheap webcam.
I will say this, Sammy. It's
Yes, sir.
October. We're talking about horror movies. You have to at least see the first Critters movie.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you
yes.
said I think I could get it for $9.99, that 4-pack, right?
Oh,
So I'm gonna
yeah.
look into that, and then I'm gonna let's see. When I
You've
get,
commented on I think Critters 3. You've commented on it.
I still have to watch the first one and second, and I will.
At least- I want your mission by October 31st. Is to it.
Okay.
You got
I
a couple
will.
weeks there, Sam.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, like a couple weeks. Let me see here. Hold on here. I have 1, 2. Yeah, I got 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks, but
Yeah.
I'll try to see it like by next week. One way or the other, if I can't order it, but.
Because that is one of my most favorite sci-fi horror movies ever. It's 80s.
Yep.
cheap.
Wow.
It's fun. I would like to hear your honest opinion about it.
Yeah, that's one of those
It's
fun
not
movies
good.
like Tremors, where it's just perfect.
And you know what? And I don't know if you guys heard this over on the Facebook here, but okay, are you ready? Hold on. We'll end this with, and you guys probably heard it already, but here we go. Okay, I'm real proud of what I did here. My reenactment.
Yeah.
Hold on here. Wait a minute.
Ask me what thou will. How comes it that you have brought me here? Bring together that which has been third. That which has been third.
What the hell?
Third.
What happened?
Bring together my Bible. The Grand Grimoire. Here. Now. By a resourceful witch, it could be retaken. My efforts, how might they be rewarded? Substitution is reward. For others, surely, but for that most cunning witch who steals back your Bible, the book that can thwart creation itself, what for him?
And then it goes on to say,
Do what I command. Bring together all 3 parts, and you shall be him. Him. The one begotten Son. It shall be me. Let my eyes guide thee.
and then finally, this one too. It's from the same thing.
Whence comes it? Huh? The music. Oh, there's a church over there. And how is it that you're not there? Oh, I never go. My dad hates all that stuff about Jesus and the 12 apostles. Intercepted. Your turn. So how come you're not there? Church? Yeah, it's Sunday. No witch can set foot on church ground. Ha! You're telling me you're a witch? You ain't no witch. Witches are girls. Some are men. Yeah? So where's your broomstick? Witches fly on broomsticks. Didn't you never see The Wizard of Oz? I need no broomstick to fly. Yeah? What do you need?
Do you remember this film?
What is that from?
You don't know
Oh
the
my God,
film?
this-
It's so familiar. I don't know it though.
It stars Julian Sands. It stars, I think it's Patricia Arquette. And I think it stars
Warlock?
Richard E. Grant. Yeah, Warlock. That's the one.
Warlock. Yes.
Warlock. Yes.
Takes her eyes. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
Mary Winehouse. When perfect.
I prefer
For
the
that role.
sequel. Oh man.
Oh, Armageddon was it? That was a good one too. I enjoyed it in a fun,
Yeah.
cheesy,
Yeah.
dumb way. But when I saw that one in theaters, I got to say that people just started laughing because that kid who was like the first warrior, how he was saying stuff like his lines were like, warriors, before they went into battle, the warriors in the days of old used to make love before, and then everyone just started laughing, like, oh, loser and stuff like that. And then the last part, when he goes, "Welcome to the 21st century, asshole," everyone just started like mocking him, like laughing, like it was such like a cheesy, dumb line.
Jeez.
They did not. Yeah, the audience I was with.
What did you use like a reverb on your voice?
Oh, how I did that? I pre-recorded myself in a different pitch. And then just
okay,
put it in the growling pitch. Yeah, so that's how I made it sound double.
That was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I was thinking of making a triple, like doing even higher, and then so there'd be like a 3-layer thing, like how they did in the film. But that was fantastic with Mayor Warnock's voice.
That's cool.
Oh
That's
man.
cool. Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hit that stop button now.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween if you don't watch our others.
Farewell.
Cheers, guys. Take care.